We're live, week 9. Almost a full 2 hands here. We're back after a little bit of a break. I know you missed us. We missed you. Rock, good to be back, huh?
Yep, it's a great day in college football, too, but we'll leave that alone.
Yeah, it's a great day in college football. We're heavily involved in college football. We take a break for the fans. New England, Tennessee, the first game on the Sunday ballot. New England is the 3-point dog at home. Tennessee with Mason Rudolph behind the wheel, Rock, looked a little bit different. What do you think?
I thought that game was at Tennessee.
At Tennessee, that's what I said.
I like New England.
New England.
I like New England outright.
Not so fast. Tennessee started hot. I think they will resume that. They played against Detroit. They had me worried in the first quarter, and then Detroit pulled away. I don't think New England can do that. Tennessee to win outright. The Chargers, you want to see Cleveland. Cleveland, Hail Mary City against Baltimore. Chargers charging up, but I think they don't have enough juice to go on the road against the Browns here, Rock. What do you think?
Well, the Browns are smoking, and I like Cleveland getting two at home. I like them to win, too.
I agree. I think Cleveland with Jameis Winston at the helm. Nick Chubb's back and healthy. No Amari Cooper, but Tillman's come out of nowhere. Had 2 great weeks. Jerry Jeudy as a backup are good tools.
Yeah.
I think they'll beat the Chargers at home, Rock.
Okay.
Moving on. The Commanders, football giants, interdivision game, big game here. Washington -4 on the road. I think that makes sense. Do the Giants have an answer, Rock? What do you think?
Well, no, I don't think they do, and I will remind everyone earlier this year I picked Washington and Pittsburgh. Dark horses.
Dark horse.
Yes, sir. Washington wins by 10.
I think that makes the most sense. Tracy came out of nowhere in the backfield. Devin Singletary started the season. Tracy, as a new running back, really emerged last week and really kind of showed me something against Pittsburgh's defense, but it wasn't enough for them to get the win.
Okay.
I think Washington is too much on the line. The Hail Mary, they're hyped up last week, and they will move on and they'll win against the Giants and take the lead in the NFC East. Denver, Baltimore. Baltimore, upsetting loss last week. Hail Marys again. Denver, Bo Mix. He's the best rookie quarterback in October. Is it enough for them to sneak a game off of Baltimore? I don't know, Rob. What do you think?
Well, Baltimore will win for sure. I think Denver will cover the 9, but Baltimore's not going to lose to Denver at home. I'm sorry, that's just not going to happen.
I agree. I think it makes sense for Baltimore to really bounce back here. At home, they're going to make a statement. Denver was hot in October, but they'll fizzle out. The line just changed to -10.
It could be a blowout.
Baltimore, I think, will win by 2 touchdowns.
Okay, there you go.
All right, Las Vegas, Cincinnati. Las Vegas, Max Crosby fired up to go see Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow in a must-win or season over. 7.5-point favorite at home, Rock. Does that make sense to you? What do you think?
Well, Burrows is going to pull an Aaron Rodgers. They're going to win the game. 7.5. Cincinnati just hasn't really come out and stopped anybody. So, of course, they're going to win. Would I bet Vegas to cover? No. So that's just a Cincinnati wins as far as I'm concerned.
All right, bold prediction. Something that just spoke to me. It was tingling in the back of my head. I'm hearing Cincinnati's breakout game. They won by 21 points.
Okay.
Big at home here.
Big.
New Orleans, Carolina, fighting for last place. New Orleans started so hot, but has fizzled out since. Carolina, 7.5 points. I think it makes it a sensible line here. New Orleans missing pieces, Rock. What do you think?
Well, Carolina is probably going to get a win at home. New Orleans has been decimated. They were one of my favorite teams, and I don't know what happened to them. But Carolina is going to get the surprise win at home.
Not so fast.
Okay.
New Orleans wins. Spencer Rattler rolls out. Doesn't throw any interceptions. Taysom Hill reemerges. He came back last week. Didn't really do much, but I think he's going to have a little sneaky game. A touchdown or 2. They'll win by 10.
Okay. On the road to Carolina.
Yep. It's
all right.
I'm letting the God speak to me, and I'm a spigot of the unknown. Dallas, Atlanta. Dallas is a must-win. Atlanta, they might be looking past Dallas here, which I think is a mistake. Dallas could sneak a surprise here, but Atlanta's running game has been the death of the Cowboys. I'm worried about this game, Mark. What do you think?
Well, I take like Atlanta to win and cover. Just because of Kirk Cousins and that they're playing pretty good defense. They've been playing pretty good ball. And they're in the race to win that division. As a matter of fact, I think they're a couple games ahead, but I don't know that for sure.
I agree. I think the line makes sense here. 3.5 points makes sense. Atlanta's running game is going to control the clock. Kirk is going to be a game manager here. And Dallas just has not shown me anything this season to make me have any kind of hope.
I agree.
Atlanta wins this game. If it was at Dallas, I'd go the other way. But Atlanta at home here is a W for the Birds.
All right.
Miami, Buffalo. Big game in the AFC East or AFC Least. Buffalo commanding lead in their division. This should be a no-brainer. Winning covered by a touchdown. Barack, Tua's back. What do you think?
What do I think? I think Buffalo will win, and will they cover? I don't know. Would I take them if you said you got to make a play? I would take Buffalo minus the 6.5.
I think that makes sense, but something's telling me Tyreek is overdue. He's way overdue. I think he's going to have a 2-touchdown game, and they're going to surprise Buffalo here because Buffalo, they can afford to lose. Miami can't.
One thing I would like to bring up is it's November and it might snow in Buffalo. Let's go.
I have to check the weather, but that's true.
Okay,
You never know with Buffalo. So that's my dog. I'm barking for Miami. So just a gut check there. Jacksonville, Philly minus 7.5 at home. Jacksonville, not the season they wanted thus far. Philly progressively getting better every week since their disappointing squeak by out of Cleveland. Rock, what do you think?
Well, Jacksonville is so due. I mean, what's up with Trevor? I mean, they were supposed to be a real good team this year. A lot of people picked them to win that division. They've fallen on their face. Philly's at home. I think Philadelphia covers the 7.
I agree. Philly is at home and healthy. H&H. That's a recipe for a cover. I think they'll win by 10, maybe 14. They're going to cover that 7.5 points. Jacksonville's defenses can't really keep up with Philly, and Saquon Barkley. I think he's ready to have a breakout game against that defense, who's really more of a pass threat defense.
The Bears.
The Cardinals. Cardinals, they're peaks and troughs. They're hot and they're not. I think this week they will be hot against the Bears. Bears last week couldn't do anything against the Redskins. Couldn't score all game. I think they showed their true colors as the Bears. I think the Cardinals.
I think the coaching staff of the Bears isn't very good. They make unnecessary penalties. 2 people move at the same time and all that crap. If Connor and Marvin Harrison Jr. are playing, Arizona will win this by 10. Otherwise, they'll just barely win. But the Bears won't win this game.
We agree. All right, NFC North showdown. Detroit, the Packers at Lambeau. Does Detroit?
Just a second. I got to get a piece of cheese.
But you're almost wearing the Honolulu blue. So listen to this. The Honolulu flu has been strong. Detroit's been looking great, looking like the top seed in the NFC, going against Green Bay.
Is Green Bay getting 4.5 at home?
I got 2.5 now.
Whoa, people are liking the pack.
Lines are changing.
Yeah,
so,
this is an early line. All right.
I like Detroit. I think they're going to win outright, cover the 3 points. I mean, it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a great game. The most interesting game of the afternoon slate. It is a 3:25 kick in the Central Time Zone. Detroit wins and keeps the momentum going.
Do they cover the 2.5?
Yeah, they'll win by at least a field goal.
All right.
So it's not a 1-point game.
Detroit has 2 good running backs.
So 3 or 7 points.
Their defense is pretty darn good. They have a good motivating coach. Something that the Cowboys haven't seen.
Dan Gamble.
Since Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, Detroit's gonna win. They may be the best team in football. They're gonna win by 10.
Bold statement by Iraq.
In Green Bay, yeah.
All right, the last game of the afternoon, Los Angeles going to see Seattle Rams.
Yes.
What, ramming up?
Puka and Cup.
Puka Nakua, Cooper Cup, they're back.
Yeah.
Healthy. Seattle, no Metcalf last week.
Rams win.
1 point. I guess DK must be coming back. This line doesn't make sense. I think this is Rams by 10. Get down.
All right, get down. Get down.
All right. Sunday night football. Indianapolis Colts. Is Anthony Richardson going to get tired again and take himself out of the game? I think he will, because Minnesota is a must-win situation. They're fired up. They've been playing well, but they've been leaving some things on the table, leaving something to be desired. At home, big win for them. Statement game on Sunday night. 2-touchdown victory.
I agree. I think Minnesota knows they have to stay in the race with the Packers and Detroit. Both, they'll wish you get 2 wild cards from that division because it's tough.
Yeah.
But no, Minnesota wins by 14.
We're agreed. 2-touchdown win. Lock it in. Alternative lines for you bettors. All right, Tampa Bay, Kansas City. Tampa Bay. No Mike Evans. No Chris Godwin. Their seasons showed such promise. But Sterling Shepard. The new guy. I'm forgetting his name right now. But wait, who's also new? I'm blanking on his name right now. Dang it.
All right, it's okay. I think Kansas City will win the game. Their offense hasn't done too much. Tampa still has a defense. Kansas City wins, but they don't cover. But I wouldn't pick Tampa. But if you want my opinion, that's what it is. What about you, Bear?
Sorry, DeAndre Hopkins. New.
Oh.
He had good targets and not the best production. I think this is going to be his breakout game. A whole another week to practice with Patrick. He's going to get those extra looks. And who do you double team? Do you double team DeAndre or do you double team Travis or Worthy? There's too many threats, too many tools. Kansas City by 14. Wins and covers.
Okay.
I was blanking on the name. That was a Monday night doubleheader. That's the first leg.
Okay. Now,
Sorry, that was the only Monday night game.
Oh, yes, there's only one Monday night game. Well, that's about all we got. We have some more time to blabber, but there's nothing to blabber about. The league is going to... the November 5th trading deadline. You see any big surprises?
I don't really think there's much more action to happen. Who needs something? Who has something to give?
Well, who's in the race that needs some help?
The Ravens made a new acquisition. They picked up
Houston needs help.
Houston needs help, but I don't think there's anybody to spare.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. I'm wearing blue because I voted blue, and I hope you do too.
Anyway, so hey, it's week 9. We're halfway through the season. Let us know who you like. Who's your favorite? If you had a prediction for who was going to be your dark horse, who was your favorite going into the playoffs, because we're getting near the race. It's getting interesting. Some teams are going to lie down. Some teams are going to excel. Some teams are must win or season over. It's getting exciting.
This won't be posted till Saturday night, so look anyway. Make a comment. I mean, get a game. Let's have some fun, and tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell them to tell their family. Because Rock and Bear, we're coming up, and we're not going anywhere.
There you go.
Thanks for tuning in to week 9. Be sure to tune in to week 10. Rock, sign us off.
Let's go. College, Oregon, and Indiana. We have them both.
We're sweating.
We're sweating.
We're sweating the bets.
We're sweating. Have a good one.
Hey, thanks, guys. See you next week.